What Cambridge Audio has done with this product is quite possibly the smartest thing a hi-fi company has done in decades. This is the all-new Cambridge Evo 150, the Delorean edition. That's right, that DeLorean. We're gonna go into way more detail later on in this video. This is an integrated amplifier. This is a DAC. This is a streamer. This is a preamp. It has an HDMI ARC connection and is powered by Hypex Encore modules. We're gonna get into way more detail on all of those points later. But first, we have to talk about the genius of Cambridge Audio. The biggest mistake a company can make is not knowing their core customer. The people that watch this channel in the biggest numbers are people that look exactly like me, Gen Xers, the coolest generation ever, and Boomers, the second coolest generation ever, right behind Gen Xers. Seriously though, Gen Xers is the bridge generation from pre-internet to post-internet. Landlines to mobile phones. The point I'm trying to make is that people that look like me, a little bit younger, a little bit older, are the people that are buying amplifiers in droves. 2-channel amplifiers. So, one of the most iconic films from the 80s, Back to the Future. I'm fairly confident that probably over 90% of the people watching this video right now have seen that film. So many great characters in that movie. Marty McFly, Doc Brown, but arguably the most important character in that entire film was a time machine made out of a DeLorean. So now we're combining three things: iconic company, iconic pop culture reference, right in the middle, core customer base. Why more companies aren't doing this, I have no idea. There are a few that are. Project, Metallica Turntable, Limited Edition. Guess what? When that thing was announced, I was on the phone, I was typing emails because I had to have that turntable. They've done the same thing with a Pink Floyd turntable. They've done that with other turntables. Klipsch, I believe, has done it with McLaren. Out of all of those companies, though, I think Cambridge and Project are doing it the best because they were pulling in their core customers' interests. And I think Cambridge has done it in a very interesting way, where it's not necessarily audio related. It's feeling related. I love Back to the Future. I love the DeLorean. I love Cambridge Audio. Oh yeah, I like music too. Yeah. Incredibly smart. This comes in at $3,200 and it's limited to 1,000 pieces. So if you want to get this, I would recommend getting on the wait list. I was so lucky to be sent one of these. I think I was one of the first people in the US to get one. Blown away. Inside, there are Hypex Encore modules that provide the power. The power is up to 150 watts into an 8 ohm load. It has a Sabre ES9018 K2M DAC inside. For analog inputs, we have one moving magnet phono preamp, a pair of XLR inputs, one single-ended RCA input. For digital inputs, you have 2 optical, 1 SPDIF coaxial, 1 HDMI TV ARC, Bluetooth, just kidding. Everyone's gonna have Bluetooth, I get it. And it has USB audio. And I believe it also has a USB input for a hard drive full of your favorite music in digital format. 3 settings on a ground lift for the USB. Has 2 sets of speaker binding posts, A, B, or A plus B. One of the most important things it has is a preamp output, which means this wonderful thing right here can be hooked up to an external amplifier. Maybe one that has VU meters. So you can have something new and something old, vintage looking, and combine them on top of the Delorean stuff. The world would spin off its axis and hurl itself into the sun. And most importantly of all, it includes the Cambridge Audio Streamer. So not only do you have a fully functioning integrated amplifier, then you put on all of the yummy magic stream magic of the CXN100, which I just did a review of. You can $3,000, $3,200 is a lot, but you cannot put a price on the nostalgia aspect of this amplifier. You cannot put a price on the fact that this is a limited edition. Either you see the value in it or you don't. And if you don't buy it. Buy the regular Evo. Buy something else. Let's take a closer look at this thing. Stainless steel on the top. On the left side, if you're looking down at it, it has Cambridge and Delorean. And like a matte black on black. On the sides, you have 2 options. You have one stainless steel option or one full-on grill looking option. So, depending upon your mood, you can change up the side plates. On the front, wonderful black knurled selector switch, which is right underneath the stainless steel volume button. And then you have the huge screen to display all of the wonderful album art that you're listening to. If you want to know way more detail about different streaming platforms that this supports, you can go check out that CXN100 video I did. And it also has a headphone output on the front. Whoever designed this thing should get a gift card to some wonderful pub. If you've made it this far into the video, you're probably wondering, how does it sound? Well, I have 2 products that I absolutely love, and I would call them premium, expensive products. One of which is the Advanced Paris A10 Classic. Absolutely love that thing. One of the reasons why I love it is because it gives me vintage vibes, and because of how it makes me feel. Not just about how it sounds, but how it makes me feel. Now, with this amplifier, we have the yin to the Advanced Paris A10 Classic's yang. This is everything that's wonderful about new technology. Streamer, HDMI, all that stuff. And then you put on top of that the DeLorean crossover. New tech coupled with nostalgia vibes. If I'm listening to the 2, I think the Cambridge is more focused with placement in space. Little bit better instrument separation than the Advanced Paris A10 Classic. The Advanced Paris A10 Classic does give a little bit more ethereal presentation. That could be due to the tubes on the front end. That could be due to the Class A bias. I was also comparing Class AB amplification to Class D amplification. I think the Evo has a little bit better bass control. Start, stop, start, stop. If I'm painting with really broad strokes, I think the Evo is a little bit more controlled when it comes to the music. Sonically, they actually sound fairly similar. Both very dynamic. The Evo 150, though, is more of a microscope into the music. If you want effortless accuracy, the Evo 150. But one of the most important things, though, is it still has personality, and that personality is lively. It's exciting. I think that's one of the reasons why I love the Sonics on the 150, is because it reminds me of the A10 Classic from Advanced Paris, just more definitive about things. I ran a variety of speakers off this. The XB2, the Sonus Faber Lumina 2 Amateurs, even the Sony SSCS5. One of the things I was most concerned about was, is this going to be too much clarity, too much accuracy on a very revealing speaker in the Emotiva XB2. Not at all. Frankly, the revealing nature of the combination was something I got a bit addicted to. This is not going to be for everyone, obviously, because there's only 1,000. I cannot stress how brilliant I think the Evo 150 Delorean Edition is. Not just sonically, but from the standpoint of a company that knows their customer base. 10 out of 10. If you want to know way more about the streamer inside of this, please watch the CXN100 video right there. Click on it. It's awesome.